Hi there everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot and my name is Kay. Welcome to the channel, welcome back to my subscribers, new subscribers, thank you for subscribing, and to viewers, returning viewers, and new viewers. Today I'm going to do another collective reading, a general reading for the collective, using the same decks that I used yesterday for the collective. I'm going to be doing this every day for a little while because I'm trying to learn the decks of the Gilded Reverie and the Kipper, which is by Seer Marchetti. And I'll be using the beginner tarot deck because it helps me get a grasp of what these cards over here might be trying to tell us, okay? Because there's wording on it, right? And I wouldn't necessarily go with all those interpretations of a card, but it does help me try to sort out what's going on here. These two decks here that I've got together, they're going to give you an added dimension to what you wouldn't normally get with just using tarot cards or oracle cards. So I'm hoping that it'll bring some more like specific information to you that's going to help you on your journey as to why you're coming to tarot in the first place. To hang your hat on, to hang your hope on, and to find solutions or resolutions or confirmation or whatever it might be that you're looking for. And so let's not take any longer. I'll probably be referring to the books as well for each one of the cards, or just, whatever cards I think is most significant to clarify. That's what I'm going to be using this deck for, is to clarify these. So let's get ready. If you like what you see in here, please subscribe and hit the like button and comment and even share. Thank you so much. And today is Tuesday, September 19th. Yeah, it's 2023. My sister's birthday tomorrow. And I'll just take a brief moment right now to call upon Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit to assist and guide me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly. Thank you so much. So let's just put these over here for now. And let's begin with the Kipper and the Gilded Reverie. Thank you. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today in this general read for September 19th, Tuesday, 2023? Thank you so much. There's no need to cut these cards like it would with the tarot. They're just different cards, They're not easily understood, at least not for me right now. I've been working with these cards for about 3 months, trying to just doing some, pretend readings and then reading the description or an interpretation from the cards, just to become more familiarized with them. So I feel a lot more confident with using them now, but still not, completely confident where I don't have to use those. So we're taking a risk and a gamble. Card 39, that's from the Gilded Reverie. A risk and a gamble, kind of like the Fool card, in the tarot classic deck. What else? Change. Okay, somebody's making some change and taking a leap of faith, a risk towards on a different direction that's going to change or is already changing their life. And some lilies. Okay, lilies are about they're about wisdom, like receiving wisdom, and this is long term. Like this, you would go to somebody like an ancestor or an elder person who's considered to be wise. That's what the lilies stand for, is to be guided by wisdom. And it's also represents long-term relationships, enduring and loving relationships. Okay, so somebody is moving towards somebody that they find would be a good fit for them in the long run, right? Somebody that they have been thinking about for a long time and then feeling in their heart. Whenever thinking about this person, they get a different type of feeling than they would with just anybody. And the change is taking a different direction, right? Making a significant change to follow one's heart, basically. That would be a risk to this person. This person who is showing up with the dice card energy here has possibly been moving in directions that didn't really involve the true depth of heart, feelings, and emotions for people, for someone significant, right? But he must have met somebody, he or she must have met somebody who he sees as being wise, but also as a good long-term commitment, kind of an enduring love, and that this person is seeing this individual's love for them as being long-term and enduring. Okay, so let's clarify each one of these, starting with the dice. 2 cards from this deck, the Gilded Reverie and Kipper deck. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, can you bring further clarification for us? For the dice card, let's start off with the dice card. Taking a risk. All right. Adjudication. Wow. It's made a final decision or some kind of court proceeding. That's the sneaky underhanded one. That's very cunning and tricky. You know, the trickster, right? The fox. Can you see that? Yeah. The trickster. Okay. I'd have to clarify because this does not... It's made a final decision possibly to take a leap of faith from being... Like this would be more like the 7 of Swords energy in the classic tarot. Okay, so trickster, underhanded, deceptive, trying to get what they can without being noticed and running off with it. You know, like a fox would be in the hen's house, right? Grabbing a chicken and running for it. Something that they want. Okay, clarification for the change card. Please, Archangel Michael. Could be that is taking a risk, going from being a trickster, deceptive, lies, shady, trying to get what you want, get what you can get, no matter who you have to tromp on to get it. Making that decision to move away from that kind of energy, which would be a huge change if they're going towards love, right? Okay, the magnifying glass. Focus is on long-term stability. Yeah. See, this is where you want to drop your anchor, right? You want to drop your anchor in the water, the depths of the water, with spirit flying over you, protecting you from the rough seas, but also informing you. Excuse me. You drop your anchor in the depth of what could be turbulent seas. You will be anchored, right? Your vessel will be anchored. So you want stability and security through diving deep into your emotions and finding your heart there, right? That you hadn't maybe been listening to before. All right. So the focus on scrutinizing your intentions, scrutinizing your intentions or the intentions of others, agendas and stuff like that. Like you're actually looking, you're focusing on that. That's something that you hadn't done before. And that's a huge change in itself. Okay, so let's talk about the Lilies card, please. Thank you so much for these messages, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit. What can you tell us about the lilies? Enduring. Endurance. because these lilies are also caught in the glass in the background. If you can see that, the etchedness, they're etched into the glass, so it means that they are forever, right? They're never. That's something that just is going to be around forever, etched in glass. Okay. Wishing well, your wishes to come true. And also the rope that drops the bucket down is representing digging deep, going deep, right? To find your truth, to find out what it is that's been blocking you from having beliefs that you need to be this kind of trickster type of person, deceptive, underhanded, sneaky. So you're going into the depths of your well, deep, deep down into the darkness, to find out what it is that your beliefs are that's been holding you back, so that you can acknowledge them and then release those to God, to the divine, for healing, so that you can actually experience an everlasting type of relationship, commitment, connection, right? In love. That you have otherwise been just kind of surface living. This is the fox, right? Fox doesn't go deep into the hen house, okay? He gets whatever one he can get at the quickest, right? It's a quick win for the fox, because he's got to come in quick, grab one, and get out of there before he's seen by the farmer and shot with the shotgun. So yeah, this person's been surface living. And he's been judged, feeling judged by the divine, and possibly even through court, who knows. But he's making a final judgment on his own too, to put that away, to take a risk and be something different, to be somebody different. Because he has some wishes. He has some goals he wants to reach. He wants to be able to experience his desires, and he sees somebody as a wish fulfillment, and this is luck. This is extreme luck. This is the, what do you call that? 4-leaf clover, right? Luck. Now, this card will tell you in here that the 4-leaf clover is rather rare. You would normally see the 3-leaf one around. So if you're seeing a 4-leaf clover, that's a lot of luck. Like, that's good, great luck. Okay, so I'm not going, like I said before, I'm not going any deeper into these ones, because as you can see, this, that they're not necessarily telling you what these cards are, even though they're clarification for it. They're not like the clarification in tarot. You can pretty much see where it's leading to. Okay, so we're going to clarify. I would really, really like to clarify the adjudication card. Okay, adjudication energy. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, thank you so much. Would you please clarify for us adjudication? The energy of adjudication. Taking a leap forward. Making a judgment, making a final decision to take a different direction than what one was going before. Hermit, okay, spending time in isolation and solitude for self-reflection, introspection, and becoming aware of what it is that our hearts are calling out to, what the divine is trying to guide us to here. Down a path away from, see that, how that one, if you look at this, because this is clarification for this, but if you look at this, its back is to that, and it's looking back at this too. But I'm trying to say is that you are literally trying to get away from being like that. Okay, and King of Swords, okay, making a very intelligent and rational, unemotional type of decision, truth seeking, So this is somebody who is laying down the law in his own mind, at least his or her own mind. They're laying down the law here. This is also a strategizer, but strategizing for the good, because the sword, when an upright king, is someone who is, speaking truthfully. Black and white, no emotions are going to be clouding this communication, self-talk, whatever. They're coming forward in truth and integrity, honesty and transparency. All right, and what else we got? Page of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands. So, yeah, you made a decision to seek enlightenment, to find guidance through, your higher self, right? A judge could be considered an authority figure, right? It is an authority figure, but it could be considered as your higher self as well. So you have been connecting with your higher self to find a new direction with the Hermit card, spending time in self-reflection, introspection, learning about what you've been, how you've been, and who you really are. Who you really are is not that, right? Who you really are is unconditional love. Your heart, your soul, your God, your divine. That's who you really are. The ego, or the body, it's considered to be the ego. The body, personality, is something that's just kind of like added to the soul, because it's temporary, whereas the soul is permanent and eternal, right? Soul carries on, body does not. So it's about, what way do you want to live your life? Do you want to live it so that it does whatever it does that's eternal, or do you want to be acting upon your world, operating on your world in a temporary fashion? So whatever, what do they call it? Yanks your chain or floats your boat, whatever. Okay, so you are going to be joyously wanting to, because of this new decision that you've made to move away from the trickster energy, which could be toxicity. If there is a devil there isn't really a devil in these two decks, but this could be considered very much like that, or the snake card. There is a snake card. But if you're going to be making big changes like this, and this change is a big change, okay? It's not just a little change. It's a big change, because you're making a different decision and a judgment upon your ways, your own ways, and say, no, I've been losing out on love for far too long now. I need to do something different. And you're going to be moving forward in excitement and passion and wanting to share your good news with somebody. All right, I want to talk about the Fox card now, of course, right? Let's talk about the Fox card. All these cards came out. I pretty much I already know what they stand for, they represent, so that's excellent. I don't have to spend much time trying to figure out what it is the Lenormand and the fortune-telling deck want to say, actually. Okay, so the Fox card, but I am going to read this one, number 30. Don't let me forget. I do that. 14 is the Lovers. 10 of Wands. Oh, another one wants to come out. Communication, and 3 of Cups. Oh, yeah. With Judgment. There's Judgment. Wow, okay. The Moon, that's lies and deceptions, and not, suppressing your emotions, not telling anyone, but justice is coming through because you really want to mend a relationship and a connection that you said goodbye to at one time, and because you've come to understand that they are this person here is your true love. You truly love this person deeply. Truly, truly do. All right, so let's put this all back here. But Judgment, we'll keep that one out because that's the same as this Judication. excuse me, energy. So the Fox card is about the lover you took on at one time while you were in a relationship with somebody else. So you were sneaking around, and this person that you met, that you had a dalliance with, you know, however long that was for you, and in however way you did that, but you had another relationship with somebody when you're already committed to somebody else. And or you weren't, but you dropped them like a hot potato for one reason or another. Maybe they were just too much. Like this Lover's card, there's a choice that can represent either having to choose between one or the other, right? Or it's somebody that you met that you feel a really deep, divine soulmate connection with. And that, if this is the case for you, or it's a choice between, if you were already in a commitment when you met this one over here, then that may not necessarily be your truth. It could have scared you in some way, shape, or form, because you might have started developing feelings you didn't think you were going to develop towards somebody that you're just going to have a dalliance with, because in your mind, that's all it was. It was an affair, an extra, you know, putting in it. This is a third party energy, the Three of Cups. So you put a third party in your relationship. You put your wife in a third party situation. You put your lover in a third party situation because you had that connection. Now, if that's not about that, it would be about you having met this person. Maybe you were single and weren't really committed. You might have been dating somebody, but you weren't really, truly hardcore committed to somebody. And you met this one, and she rocked your boat, and you just started having all sorts of feelings that you didn't necessarily knew were there, that you could possibly have that, because remember, you hadn't been diving deep into your emotions at the time when you were behaving like this, because you're more of a surface level creature, scoundrel, sorry, pardon me, but that's what the Fox is, surface dweller. And so this scared you. You started feeling like you're just having more thoughts and feelings about this person, that whenever you thought about them, you just felt really good. And you were like wondering, I can't get away from thinking about this person, even though I dropped them and I'm carrying on, or I'm going back, you know, I'm going to be in my relationship, my commitment, right, with my wife or husband or whoever. I can't stop thinking about this person. Why is that? So, yeah. So that caused a lot of overload on you, insurmountable problems, and just feeling burnt out from too much. 10 of Wands, at 10, that's overload. It's too many. I mean, it's enough. It's all. 10 is the highest number in the tarot deck. So you can't get 11th wand. This is way more than most people can handle, and you have to let it down. Otherwise, it could kill you. But you then had, you were pursuing her, you know, her or him, with messages of passion back and forth, taking action, communicating with the one here. But, you know, it was a Three of Cups situation. So it wasn't a joyous, it was, you know, for you in that time, it was fun and wonderful get-togethers with your lover, clandestine connections, but it turned into messages of anger between the two of you when it ended, because she's like, probably, where did you go? What happened to you? Well, you're a third party in my life. I can't have anything to do with you, really. It was just all about having a little fun and carrying on, and not really getting, you know, deep into your emotions. So you were putting your emotions down. You made the decision to drop her, put your emotions down, leave her, because you were, you know, you just grabbed the hand and ran, right? But, you know, justice came in, and you started feeling that the scales had to be balanced, and this is what all of the rest of this is, okay? The scales needs to be balanced, because you're thinking about her so much that you want to be back with her, you want to mend that connection and heal, because she's your true love. She's not just a divine soulmate or a lover. She is actually somebody who is a perfect match for you, and you've come to realize that, and you want to tell her that. You're King of Pentacles. Okay, there we go. King of Pentacles, right? A male, or at least a masculine energy. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead. Oh yeah, I want to read this one here, the lilies. Let's get a really nice perspective of this. Lilies, calm, peace, and serenity is what I preach. Your parents and elders show up under my symbol. I bring wisdom and experience. I signify a long-term relationship or ancestry. Contentment and satisfaction is my angle. This person brings contentment, and satisfaction to a heart. You're feeling that long term, like knowing that that person is true and loyal and would be devoted long term. The lilies from a pagan view is symbolic of sexuality and passion, but also of purity. You can also symbolize motherhood. Okay. As a result, these calm-looking flowers with their glass-engraved background reflect a range of interpretations. That they are both growing and yet eternally captured in smooth glass without any of their essence shows the two sides of the card. Let's see, we might suggest that they are a range of excitement, sexual, nurturing, or the absence of that excitement and chastity. As a card, these lilies make the cards about them pure, simple, or excite their nature. Excuse me. So yeah, you're feeling very much like your person is a wish fulfillment, and that you would have a great deal of luck and all the abundance excuse me, that the clovers, the four-leaf clovers, bring into your life as a result of connecting with the one that you really do have that deep desire for, that is your heart yearning for, it's calling out for. Okay, let's talk about the change. I want to clarify change. I really do. I want to clarify change, if that's okay with you. All right. Yay. Okay, Archangel Michael, change. Four Swords, that's healing, respite and healing, so that you can pick that sword up. Oh, I love these two cards together. Okay, you have been overburdened, right? Like this. Overburdened because of what you've been doing in your life that had nothing, that was not leading in the direction of your true love, of your heart, what your heart was really calling for, and you know who is your heart is actually trying to connect with, that heart of this person over here. So you needed, from being overburdened, you need to take a break. You had mental overload. You need respite time. You're resting. You're laying it all down for a time because you just didn't know what else to do. You're trying to do the right thing, but you don't know how and what to do. So you had to lay down in introspection, as probably laying down while you're in hermit mode. Okay, so that you can stand up afterwards. You're trying to avoid those three hearts coming in and breaking your heart irreparably. So you want to get up and grab that one down there, which is this one, so that you can stand up, take charge, be triumphant, and seize the opportunity by moving in and speaking your truth, being transparent, laying it all down, not being shy about it, like taking that opportunity, seizing the opportunity and being courageous. And that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting change, which is, look, we have the Ten of Cups over here too, which is the Six of Cups, somebody from the past that you've had a deep, passionate time spent with, that you haven't been able to let go, which is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, this is change, is that you had to take some much needed time to heal, to rest from overload, that all this stuff that's been on your mind, on your brain, and how you were with the one that you really want to return to, how you made them a third party and were deceitful and dishonest and lied to them, and all this sort of stuff. Maybe got angry messages back and forth with them, wished you had never said what you said or did what you did. And now you're rested, you got up, the changes, you're getting up to lay it all down in front of her, because you're the King of Pentacles. That's that card that I didn't take out, but that you're also a magician, so you're manifesting now changes in your life that's going to lead you into a different way of being than this. You're going to be focusing more on how you can, what would you say, research maybe? Scrutinize, or scrutinize not, but really like you're looking into what it is that your heart speaks of, cries for, calls out for. You're finding you're actually going to your heart, which is God, right? God is your heart. It's your soul. You're going to your soul. You're consulting, spending time in consultation with your heart. That would probably be about the best way to say that. That's a whole different way of being than what you were here, okay? You want a 10 of Cups with this one over here, because she is someone that you remember quite passionately and memorably. Oh, is that the word? Yeah. You have fond memories of this individual from the past that you hooked up with before, that you walked away from. Okay, because for one reason or another, either you're too scared to be in a connection this deep, because it just like, that'd be foreign to you. If you've been living like on the surface, that would be foreign, and feeling those deep feelings would make you want to run away and go, what the heck is going on? This is just stuff I don't understand. So I need to put that away. Or you were married and you had to drop them and move back, be with your wife. So let's clarify. I hope that makes sense. Let's clarify. I really want to clarify the luck card, or the 4 of, I think it's luck. Let me see. Is it luck? Clover. Okay. Same idea. Clover card. Great luck with that 4-leaf clover that you're finding while you're hanging out around your wishing well, right? All sorts of greenery there. Chances are you're coming across some lilies and some 4-leaf clover. All right, let's go. That's enough shit. Archangel Michael, 4-leaf clover. Star, that's healing and mending. And that's 9 of Swords, because you've been losing sleep at night. Trying to find your strength and courage to overcome obstacles and challenges, because you've been feeling left out in the cold. Wow, all right. And you want to offer her a cup of devoted and sincere love this time. Not something you're going to run away from. Okay, so yeah, this is all about mending a connection that you see can go long, that would be long term, because she's been around for a while in your life already, at least in your thoughts and heart, obviously. And maybe whatever it is you've been communicating with her, maybe she's told you something that just makes you feel like she's the one. So you're going to be balancing your energies, which is your mind and your heart, together, so that they're communicating with each other. They are actually informing each other now. Your mind is listening to your heart, and your heart is listening to your mind, because there has to be a balance between logic and practical, which is your mind, to what is the emotion that you need to pay attention to, which should be unconditional love. Not just love, but unconditional love. Unconditional love is your heart, your pure heart, because that is God, unconditional love. God is expressed in each one of us through our heart, heart-centered thoughts and behaviors. So you want to mend this connection, and you know that's going to be healing waters to do that for both of you. Your hearts will both be healed, because you have been sitting in, negativity, pessimism, and just anxiety and stress, being extremely stressed out for what you've done to her in the past, and you want to put that down. You want to be able to stand up and take that sword right there, find the courage to do that, and regaining your own power, like you're becoming self-empowered, so that you can offer healing and mending that connection with her. So that's very, very lovely, because you no longer want to feel left out in the cold. You don't want her to think that you left her out in the cold. Well, you did, but you don't want her to continue to feel that way. You want to bring some clarity into her life and transparency, which you know is going to be healing. Okay, so I hope you like that, guys. Please subscribe and like. Please don't forget. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow for another collective reading with these beautiful cards. Thank you. Bye for now.